So I studied electrical engineering at the University of Birmingham and I got a 2-2 and I failed 5 exams across my 3 years. But Alhamdulillah, I still managed to get 2 grad offers. I could have probably got more if I actually tried, but the interview, I still got more interviews to do anyway. But the interviews that I did, I kind of just didn't really try because I didn't even want to get the second one. But Alhamdulillah, here is my number one tip I would give you lot for interviews. You have to create a memorable moment. What I mean by that, yeah, is think of yourself as the interviewer. You've got 10 people to interview today, right? You're not going to remember everything that everyone says, and especially because people are just going to be the same. They have the same credentials, they're the same person. The only thing that sets you apart is your experience, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about. Your experience is important, but you need to think about a memorable moment. What I mean by that is, I did an interview, one of my first or second interviews I did. I spoke to the interviewer for like 45 minutes. When they said, "Oh, do you have any questions?" I asked them loads of different questions about their life, about their career, how they got to where they are, do they find fulfillment, do they see themselves in this kind of job. I'm asking them loads of different questions. I'm starting to get them to think. If anything, the whole interview flips now. I'm interviewing them, you know what I mean? So the whole dynamic has changed. And now when they leave that and they've interviewed their other people, they're going to think back to me. They're going to be like, "Oh, that person where we had that conversation, it was put like 45 minutes. It got to the point where they said, "Oh, do you have any more questions?" I said, "I know you guys have other people to interview. I'll leave you lot to it." But alhamdulillah, that's how you have to do. You have to think about, how can I stand out? Because everyone's got the same credentials, and that's why they have to write it down. But sometimes what they write is not going to reflect what you say. So you have to speak to them, connect with them. You have to think, how can I connect with this person? Trust me, that is my number one tip. But also experience, which I'll talk about in another video. Let me know, shall I also give you lots of tips and CVs, because I actually have a lot of advice for that, and also how to apply for normal jobs as well, because my cousin's CV, horror, I can't lie.